Alright guys, how's it going? It is Monday the 19th of December 2022 and you're watching KopTalk.tv. Alright, yeah, good. So, the World Cup is over, right? So I think we're going to start seeing some credible reporting concerning Liverpool Football Club now. Now notice I said the word credible. There's reporting about Liverpool Football Club every day of the week. But I actually think we're going to start seeing something that's alright, that's more believable. And you might think to yourself, I fucking hate wearing black and with these lights. You might think to yourself, well, that's not rocket science, is it? You're saying the World Cup's over, we're now going to go from international chatter to club chatter. No, what I'm saying is, I think we're going to see some credible club chatter. And normally around now, I'd be going, don't get your fucking hopes up, you know what these fuckers are like. But I've just got more of a positive vibe at the moment. Going into January. Now, I don't think that there will be anything like ridiculous happen in January. I don't see that. I don't know. Maybe it's too early to call. I will hold that opinion at the moment. I would rather give it another week, get Christmas out of the way, get to around Boxing Day, something like that. Boxing Day to New Year. That's what I'm thinking. I saw on the football gossip pages of the BBC website today, the BBC football section, very good for collating the transfer rumours from around Europe and England, the world even. But they focus on the mainstream media, the main websites, and it's my first port of call every morning when I'm having my first cuppa, because you can find out what if Liverpool have got a mention, which they have here. And then you can click through to those reports. It's just a good little thing to look at when you're having your brekkie in the morning, I think. And they said, they were sourcing Foot Mercato, which is a French outlet, who have reported that Fiorentina and Moroccan midfielder Sofyan Amrabat, 26, would prefer to join Liverpool despite interest from Premier League rivals Tottenham. Then they add on from Team Talk, who I wouldn't really pay much attention to be honest with you. A deal for Amrabat in January is the most likely outcome for Liverpool, as moves for Borussia Dortmund and England midfielder Jude Bellingham, 19, and Benfica and Argentina's central midfielder Enzo Fernandez, 21, are still being worked on. I think they're clutching with that. I don't think they've got anything there. I think they just any one of us could say that, couldn't we? Right. The reason I mention it all is because I think that the Sofyan Amrabat link. I know there's other links, and we'll probably talk about them another day. But I would be looking at that one personally and monitoring that. I really would. And that's the kind of transfer that I wouldn't be surprised if happened in January. The Enzo Fernandez, I know a lot of people are trying to claim that there's a pre-contractual agreement in place on that front. As I've said in previous videos, podcasts, and also the members' website, I'm strongly of the opinion that that's not the case. And the reason for that is that, I've been monitoring River Plate. They're entitled to a significant sell-on. And if there was a pre-contract agreement in place, Benfica would be legally obliged to inform them of that. And now, as River Plate are not celebrating yet, that would suggest to me that there is no agreement in place. Liverpool, of course, have a good relationship with Benfica, which is good. I think, and I'm sure I've mentioned this in a previous video, or I've mentioned it somewhere with you guys, that I think that the Enzo Fernandez and Jude Bellingham might be one of those where they're playing everyone off each other. Maybe not so much the players, but the agencies, the representatives, the clubs, and whatnot. I think it's a very, very good thing. I mean, I know some of you guys are like, we're going to sign both. But, these are very, very expensive elite players, and Liverpool really need that Champions League qualification, as discussed in a previous video today, I think. I do think, like I said in a previous video, I think you should really be focusing on Liverpool's league position at the moment. I'd be focusing on that more than these nice, positive players that we'd love to see signed and takeovers and things. I really do think that your priority should be the Premier League table. And as much as we want to see the likes of Fernandez and Bellingham at Liverpool, I'd be delighted with players like Sofyan Amrabat personally. I don't know what you think. What do you think of him? I would monitor him at the moment, speculation regarding him. So, for example, we monitor the BBC pages. Okay, the BBC page, Football Gossip, I have it bookmarked. It's the first link every morning I open. Probably around 7:30, 8 o'clock in the UK is a good time to check it. And then, I look for Liverpool and that. And we're going to keep an eye on Amrabat. We're going to put his name into Google. We're going to click on news to see what reports are out there today. Liverpool have 4 January transfer alternatives lined up after Sofyan Amrabat snub. That's coming from the Daily Express. So immediately you're not going to pay any attention to that. It's the Daily Express. But let's have a look, see what it says. Charlie Gordon, never heard of him. So Liverpool may have to concentrate on their backup transfer options after Sofyan Amrabat left the club out when discussing the top sides chasing his signature. Let's roll down. Where is his quotes for that? I haven't seen those, so I don't know if that's anything to pay attention to. So this is really just a speculative piece. I'm not going to pay much attention to that. The majority of the reports here today are saying that he would prefer, Liverpool and Newcastle have been linked with him as well. I just think that's the play. Like if someone said to me right now, who's the one player that you'd be monitoring, it would be him. So that's my advice to you, is just to watch any reports concerning him over the coming weeks. That's it, guys. Not a very exciting video, I know. There isn't a lot of content and stuff for me to talk to you about, if I'm completely honest, but I really wanted to make some videos for you today. I could do with some feedback from you guys, really, as to what kind of videos can I do when it is quiet like this, because I'm here every single day. Admittedly, I'm going away this week for the holidays, but when I'm here, usually, I would make videos any of those 7 days a week, preferably Monday to Friday. Saturday, Sunday, I like to kick back a little bit. But, I'm here and I'm like, what can I make a video about? And there's out there, and I won't patronise people, make shit up and that, like, when I say make shit up, I mean, like, talk about Jude Bellingham for the sake of talking about Jude Bellingham. Like, I don't know, what should we do with the channel going into 2023? Would you like to see more match previews? Would you like, I quite like to, again, use the BBC for their head-to-head previews. I think are great. We could certainly do those before games. I used to always do a video after a match just saying, what do you think of the game, guys? Let me know your ratings and all that. Do you like them? Would you like to see some videos maybe reviewing, players gone by? Maybe learn a bit, a bit of history and that. I don't mean you learn a bit, me too. Sort of like, let's pick players out at random and learn a bit about them. What do you think? Give me some advice, because I do enjoy making the videos for you. I'm always conscious when when there's not many there, but obviously you can only comment about what's in the news. But I don't feel I'm clutching with this video. I do think that Sofyan Amrabat, I would keep an eye on that one, mainly. I don't know if that will happen with it, but it seems more of a realistic option at the moment. I forget the other kid's name. I don't know. I forget the kid's at Brighton. I forget his name. You guys will know. Anyway, I won't be able to pronounce it anyway. I'm like, all right then. I won't bore you to death any longer than necessary. I'll just keep an eye out on his name. That's it. We'll see what happens.